Welcome back to Farming Simulator 15 with the Rude Man. We have farming to do. I can't remember what we were doing. That seems to happen quite often nowadays. Must be getting old. Oh, okay. So it looks like we were harvesting and we're waiting for a couple of fields to ripen. So get him going. And looks like this guy was driving on. And that guy's going. Yeah, I heard a lot of comments from other players. I don't think course play's working very good. As a matter of fact, at one point, I kind of equated it to Microsoft. You know how Microsoft, their products are full of bugs and they always release them too early. And I think that's what happened to course play. It's full of bugs and it was released too early. Now, that being said, it is a beta, so that gives them, you know, free license to is that what I think it is? Now look at the front of the... I never noticed that. The front of the weight is actually a hitch. Huh. Interesting. So if that weight was on the back, you could actually hook something to it and pull it. Anyway, yeah, I think that, you know, it is a beta, and that gives them free license to be full of bugs, and, you know, gives them an excuse. Well, you know, yeah, it's not working, but it's a beta. What do you expect? So we're kind of on our own until they fix it, because I don't know. It's too frustrating to use if it's not working right. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. So, what else is new? Let's see. We got, I wonder if we've checked our eggs recently. I'm running through the grass. Running through the crawl grass. Tall grass, tall grass. I wonder how much fuel that sauna takes up that you can't get into. Whee! Look, there's eggs. Already got one. There's two. Just talking to the chickens. I'll scare them so bad they won't lay any eggs. Are you kidding me? That's just all they have is 2 eggs? Where's that rooster? Rooster! You need to get to work. Quit pecking around and go peck around. Alright. Oh, jeez. I don't want to do that. Cut my fence down. Alright. And let's see what else is new. Somebody was able to wash that, you know how much trouble I'm having washing these things here. Oh, sorry. I guess if you get right in front, it will come clean. It just takes a while. Uh-oh. There's trouble in River City. We're sleeping on the job. I can't blame that on a hired hand. That's me. I'm letting the combine driver down. Yeah, you'd think he'd have a CB radio or something. He could call me and say, hey, I need a pickup over here. Clean up on aisle 10. Look, doesn't that look like money coming out there? Yes, sir. That there's golden gold. I was watching a couple of farming YouTubers today, and you know, I mentioned I was a little frustrated with the logging part. It's getting better. It really is, and you can make some money at it if you do it right. You can make some money at it, but it is a little frustrating, though. Alright, what's going on? Why are those things on? Did I turn this on? Reset course. Stop it. I don't want that on. Yeah, you can make money at logging, and if you do it smartly, there's quick ways of doing it. Yeah, but here's the majority. Well, I shouldn't say the majority. I only watched a few. But a lot of them had the same opinion I did, that it wasn't quite as fun as the farming end of it. I have a lot of fun with the farming end of it, but I was just frustrated with the logging end of it. And a lot of them are don't plan on doing much with the logging. Let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I loaded another mod. Let me show it to you. I don't really want to show it to you, but well, it's not that I don't. It's not that I don't want to show it to you. I don't want to get carried away with it. I have the speed up time mod, and if you hold the Alt and the R key down, it doesn't work if you just tap it. You have to hold it down, but it makes time go awful fast. And was it Alt R? Oh. Doesn't work when you're in a rig. That's right. You got to be out of the rig. You have to be in farmer mode, as I call it. And if you're in farmer mode, Alt R will get a hold of it. Come on. All right, so that's not doing it either. What's going on? Was it Alt R or Control R? Yeah, Control R. It just really whips the time by. Yeah, I don't want to get dark or anything, so I didn't want to do that. But yeah, Control R, and it whips the time down. But you got to be out of a tractor. You have to be on your feet. Trying to think if that's the only mod I had. Can't remember. I cannot remember. I think I downloaded another one, but I didn't care for it. I don't remember what it was. Oh well. I like this inspector mode even, better than the one I had in the other game. It's real colorful for one thing, and gives you the percentages of everything, and don't drive off the hill. Yeah, he's almost done. Let's see. We're not going to get much more than that one. I might as well take him down to the barn. Yeah, it seems to me like the Bjorn's home map has a whole heck of a lot of those pine trees on it than the whatchadinger map that I'm playing. Westbridge Hills. Which is actually kind of funny. In a way. I guess it all depends where you live. Where I live, we have a lot of pine trees. We have more pine trees than you see any other kind of tree. But I don't know what part of the country the Westbridge Hills is based on. If it's based on any part of America. Because in actuality, there's not really much American on that map. Except for they have a U.S. flag flying. Oh, I had that guy. Is he full? He got 7%. What's going on? That combine moving? Combine's not moving. Why not? Oh, I think I know why. What is that anyway? Yeah, that's not wheat. That must be barley. So we need to empty this. Alright, and then we'll come back over. I think what happened was I seeded these two fields at different times, and yeah, this is barley. I seeded the fields at different times, and part of it was wheat and part was barley. I said to myself, what part of barley don't you understand? Okay. It's doing that again. Let's see if it'll if you notice on the controls, it's left bumper Y to put the pipe out, and it's also left bumper Y on the controller to make it chop the hay up. So it's kind of hard to get it to work right. Just trying to make it difficult. Can't make it easy on old Rude. Yeah, I might have to cut some of these trees down. They're kind of in the way a little bit. If I get a bigger combine, they're going to have trouble getting around there. So I'm going to come with my trusty chainsaw and cut those trees down. Matter of fact, no time like the present, eh? Alright, let's see. Let's go from this side. Right here, maybe. Get the chainsaw out. Is this the Husqvarna? Alright, so let's pop up there. And let's crouch down and okay, and then let's go at an angle, crouch down again, which way is he gonna fall? What? Come on. You're supposed to fall. He kind of did fall, didn't he? Really? I didn't really want it falling that way. Not really. Well, he's gonna roll out of the way. That's good. Alright. Alright, let's pop up on this guy and start running. And we got nothing but log left. Nothing but log. And alright, let's find a spot to cut this thing. Really? Oh, no wonder. Never mind. Let's go down here. Is he stuck? Are you stuck? Oh, by golly. See, there's good reason to cut these trees down. Look at that. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta take that tree out too, but I gotta be careful. I don't want it going down that hill there. It might anyway. I don't know. Okay. Well, see, that's what I'm having trouble with, is I'd like to be able to cut this tree wherever I want to cut it. But you can't. You have to find a spot. And it's not going to let me find a spot on this side, I guess. Well, there's one, but I want to cut it as long as I can. And I guess that's pretty long. Okay. And wow. Well, I can't leave it that long. Let me cut it right about here. Right, so I got 3 chunks out of that log. Where did I cut it? Really? Oh, there, right there, okay. Alright, so I got 3 chunks out of that one. God, these things get dirty, don't they? This is a early man. Early man get dirty. Beautiful view there. Especially looking through the trees that I just cut down. Yeah, look at all the pine trees. I can make some money. We're gonna have a way to pick them up, though. I don't really have a way to pick them up yet. How about these trees over there? Are they in the way? Take my trusty chainsaw and cut them all down. Yeah, they're not even close to being in the way. They're pretty. I'll leave them. Oh, what's that? Why do you find these little places like this all over? What's the function? Oh, golden coin. I have 3 golden coins. I feel like Willy Wonka. Oh, wait a minute, he wasn't getting golden coins. He was looking for a golden ticket. How come you can't? Why can't you get in here? I want to get in here. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Fine. Aren't these skies beautiful? Look at that. You know what? I hate to say it. Now, I don't live in the kind of country that we have to be afraid of thunderstorms like you do, you know, in the middle United States or southern United States or wherever it is. They have all the tornadoes and hurricanes and twisters. They have the twisters. I've always kind of lived in an area where if it was thunder, you could go out and enjoy a storm, you know. And there was nothing better than, well, there's only one thing better. Nothing better than a summer storm where it's really warm and the rain is warm and there's thunder and lightning and, you know, it's just kind of cool. But I can understand if you lived in an area where, you know, you had a lot of storms like that and you lived in a mobile home where you'd be a little afraid of that kind of weather. But fortunately we don't. Unfortunately they do. It must be a terrible, terrible thing to have to go through. But the other thing that I like more than that has always been, it puts me in a very, well, a very thoughtful mood, if you will, or a content mood. And that's like sitting on a park bench with a street light close by and soft, fluffy snow at night, and it's so quiet, there's no people around, and the snow's falling, and it muffles all the sound, and it's just crisp and clear, and, you know, it's just very, I don't know, puts me in a very content mood. I edited a video a while back where I was talking about working in a bank, and I was also talking about Christmas, and I think I might have left the wrong idea that I don't like Christmas. It's not my favorite holiday, but I don't dislike it. I like it for the day and the meaning and the family and that kind of thing. I don't like it when it starts in, you know, at Halloween, when you go into Halloween to get Halloween candy and you have to walk through the Christmas aisle to get it. That's what I don't like, a lot of that. But I started to tell a story about working in a bank, and my meaning was that, you know, I really didn't dislike Christmas. There's a lot of stuff I do like about it, and one of the things I like about it is the music. And I got sidetracked by farming, and I didn't finish what my thought was. When I was a loan officer at the bank, a lot of times I had to work before and after hours. And sometimes when I'd go in the weekend to get caught up on stuff, we had what we called Muzak. And I don't know if you're familiar with it. This was back before digital music. And what you would do is, it was a company called Muzak, and they would come in and they would install speakers all over your building. And then in a back room, they would have these huge cassettes of music. And one of these cassettes would have a couple hundred songs on it. And so they would leave you 4 or 5 cassettes of music. And they were kind of like music that you would hear, not necessarily elevator music, but some of it was kind of elevatory. Elevatory, that's not really a word. But anyway, some of it was kind of like that. But some of it was just like an easy listening radio station without the commercials. And so I would go in sometimes on weekends in the summer. I mean, June, July. And I would there by myself, and I would go back to the Muzak machine, and I would pop whatever current tape was in there and put the Christmas one in. I'd be sitting there in the middle of July listening to Christmas music. So, yeah, that puts you in the mood, don't it? Okay, so now I get to use my handy dandy trusty little new mod. I can show you how it works, but I got to get out of my rig to do it. Let's get this barley put away. Of course, I don't know what I've got growing out there. What did I seed anyway? Okay, it's growth. It's wheat, so I got to get rid of this barley. Well, that's funny. Look at field 25. It shows I still have wheat and barley on it. What? That's kind of weird. Nah, I didn't get close enough. Don't spill it out on the ground. Okay, so put that away, and let's get out of the combine. Out of the combine. Whoa! Stop! Quit it! Stop it! Get out of there. Okay, I'm out on my lonely out here, and I get to hold the control and the R key, and look at the time go. Whoa! I think I went too fast. But let's look at the map now and see if everything's grown. Back to that. Yup, everything's ready to harvest. I almost overshot it. You gotta be careful when you're playing with mods. What did I see though? I saw something. Canola. There's a great demand for canola. When did that happen? I don't have any. I've got 182. It's barely enough to show up in the bottom of a grain, whatever that is, trailer, tipper. Hope I didn't go time too far. I don't want this stuff wilting or withering before I get to it. Alright, now I gotta get rid of the barley. My tractors don't have beacons on them, do they? They do have four-way flashers. I put my four-way flashers on. No beacon. Combine does. I thought the drivers were supposed to put the beacons on for you when you hire them. Okay, so as soon as I'm done with this harvest, I'm going to buy a larger tipper, because I'm going to need one for selling this stuff. What in the world is that out there? What is that? Oh, look at that. I didn't notice it before. Is that a lighthouse? Look at that. Oh, we got to go up on the hill. We got to go up on the hill. Yeah, that tractor didn't have no beacons on it either. I gotta watch out for these logs. Look at that. That's cool. I thought I was a UFO when I saw it the first time. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, so let us go to the store and take a look at tippers. Okay, so that one 21,000, that one 32,000, but that one may be too tall for this particular combine, because it looks about the size of that one, and I know that one is too tall. Well, maybe I don't know it's too tall. I have more tippers than I thought I did. But anyway, yeah. I don't want to buy something that isn't going to work. That one's 32,000. Capacity. I wish it would tell you. What's that? What are these things? Those are potatoes. Wheat, barley, canola, corn, beets, potatoes. That's chaff. What is that? Wood chips and logs. Will this thing hold logs? How would you put a log in it? I don't know what that is, to be honest with you. That one does the same. That one does the same. I wish it would tell you what piece of equipment it would work with, because I don't know if that's going to work with my combine. So, and I barely have enough money to buy it. Let's go back. Get out of that. Okay. Oh, my lights went off. Why did my lights go off? Okay, so Scorpion's Edge reminded me that in Farming 2013, if you hit the insert button, it would bring your finances up. And so thank you, Scorpion. Insert, and you can do the borrowing and repay of a loan rather than having to go to the ATM. Thank you, sir. I forgot all about that. But I do have an excuse. I use a controller for almost everything, so. which is no excuse really, because the controller only drives the rigs. I mean, you can do I can go to the shop by hitting the Y key, and I can get out of the rig by hitting the X key, and you know, I can do certain things with the controller, but there's a lot of the keys that do things that you can't do with the controller. Woo! Achievement unlocked. Fruits of labor. What was that? And why did I get it? Save the game. Oops. Yeah, what caused me to get that, I wonder? Harvesting a certain amount of product or something? Yeah, so I wonder how much I'm going to make on this harvest, if I'm going to make enough to buy a new tipper and a new seeder. See, the problem is that I don't want to sell the old seeder, so I'm going to have to spend everything on the new seeder and not have a trade-in. Not that you get a lot of money for it, you only get half what it's worth, just like in real life. You go to work and the end of the week you get your pay check and you're whooping it up. All right, I got paid, I just made $1,000. Well, actually you made $2,000. The government got half of it. And I should say I don't have a problem paying my fair share of taxes. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with I wish I had more say in how it was spent. Yeah, I don't understand why the you got local, state, federal governments. Talk about the state government for a second. Why does the governor have to have a mansion? Why can't he live in a house just like the rest of us? Why does that mansion have to have, $1 million worth of paintings in it? And, China from, what? I don't understand. Uh-oh. I'm going to be running over logs, I think. Oops. Falling down on a job again. Now, why does beacons go off? His beacons were running a second ago. Why did they go off? Does beacons only go on when he needs some help? That's weird. Help me, help me. I got my beacons on. Okay. Yeah, I really like the new grates in this game where you can actually see the product going down. And although it'd be really cool if you could see augers working down there, churning that stuff up and getting it in the silo, and so that when you come back it was empty. That would really be cool, because right now, what if it rained? There's no cover over that, nothing to protect it. Lights again. So has anybody been using their turn signals when you get to a stop sign? I haven't. I'm only using the four-way flashers because I don't have a beacon. I don't know if he had trouble with those logs or not. He close. I guess he'll be all right. Ooh, that was close. Lights again. There's the beacons going. Does the beacons come on only when he's getting to where he needs to be unloaded? You suppose? Whoa, not too close. Ah! Weird. Safety beacons. Alright, we'll pull up here. See what happens to the beacons. They go off. Huh. Interesting. I wonder why that is. Are you going to hit that tree? I don't think so. So I think he's going to turn. Wow, that's close though. Nope, he hit the tree. So that tree's got to go. I think it's funny that you know, you can put this thing in 120 times speed, the clock. You know, you can go 5, 30, 60, 120, and that's not fast enough. Somebody has to make a mod so you go a lot faster. Not that I don't appreciate it, because when you're sitting there waiting, okay, yeah, 1 more hour, all right, Well, there's another hour. Even though it's going 120, you know, it still takes time. You can just turn and watch it. I might have to be careful and take wither off the map, though. Get myself in trouble using that. Well, anyway, it's time to end the episode here, and we'll continue on the next episode, and I'll see you then. Happy farming.